Sawasdee krab, good morning. Thank you for joining us on Newsline. We're broadcasting live on NBT Radio Thailand FM 88 and NBT World. Today is Sunday, February 22nd. I'm Surapan Lautharanarit. Welcome to today's segment of Thailand Moves Forward. First up, in its latest bid to bolster the country's competitiveness, the government has approved the establishment of 6 special bodies tasked with drawing up plans to facilitate the country's development of its capacity, which has become crucial to the national agenda. The 6 special committees consist of people from different fields of expertise in the private sector, who provide the government with suggestions and operational plans for economic stability, infrastructure development, human resource development, and capacity building among state agencies. The first 3 urgent tasks include a revamp of customs procedures and a study of surveys by the International Institute for Management Development and the World Economic Forum. The results of these studies will enable related agencies to learn what foreign operators think about the country, and will also be used as guidelines for the government's enhancement of capacity, which will help boost the country's competitiveness. The special bodies are required to come up with action plans within 1 month. They will subsequently have to inform the Premier of their performance every 3 or 6 months. The government has announced that the disposal of waste is a national priority due to the fact that Thailand has several million tons of accumulated waste. During his weekly national televised address, Prime Minister General Prayut Chan-o-cha said he has tasked the Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment to establish a roadmap in dealing with garbage and hazardous waste in order to swiftly mobilize all sectors in handling the issue. According to him, the government has disposed of accumulated waste in 6 crucial provinces. More than 8 million tons have been disposed in Pathum Thani and Samut Prakan provinces, whereas 130,000 tons of garbage have been disposed in Ayutthaya, Nakhon Pathom, Saraburi, and Lopburi. Methods used include bearing or coordinating with the private sector in converting waste into refuse-derived fuel or RDF and insert it into either cement furnaces or electricity-generating furnaces. He went on to say that long-term waste disposal efforts have been utilized to convert waste into energy with a goal of establishing 53 waste-to-energy factories across the nation. Currently, 2 factories have been established in Phuket and Songkhla, with a capacity of generating up to 25.7 megawatts of electricity. 3 more factories are underway in Bangkok, while more are being constructed in Khon Kaen and Phathalung. The Thai government has organized a seminar to collect input from all sides regarding the much-debated 21st round of bidding for petroleum concessions. The seminar, dubbed Thailand Moves Forward with Sustainability and Security of Energy, took place at the Government House with Prime Minister's Office Minister Momluang Padatta Disakun leading the government team. The seminar was aimed at gathering ideas and suggestions on the 21st bidding round for petroleum concessions, which has received both support and objections. More than 100 individuals took part in this seminar. Some of the prominent figures included Democrat Party leader Abhisit Vejchajiva, Deputy Permanent Secretary for Energy Kurujit Nakhonthap, member of the National Reform Council or NRC Rosana Tositakoon, former Finance Minister Thirachai Phuvanat Naranuban, and member of the NRC Committee on Energy Reform Manoon Siriwan. Mr. Abhisit, who asked to attend the seminar, said he hoped that all sides would work in collaboration to sort out differences and that the seminar would yield concrete results and solutions for the country. Voicing his personal opinion on the country's energy sector, he said a reform was necessary due to the fact that the allocation of energy sources today is inefficient, adding that the issuance of the new concessions must be well thought through beforehand, given that there could be a high level of monopoly. Meanwhile, Mr. Manoon, member of the NRC Committee on Energy Reform, said Thailand can no longer wait for the laws to be amended, as the risk of the country entering the stage of energy crisis is too great.
I think that after the debate, I think the government have to make some minor change in the announcement to induce the public understanding and to make clear in some statement to make the investor have more confidence in the application for the concession. I think that if the government would like to go ahead with the exploration in Thailand, the clear statement and clear understanding is with the people who oppose the exploration regime have to make some modification to the announcement.
Meanwhile, former Finance Minister Thirachai said the concessions offered in this round, unlike the previous ones, will be awarded under the concept of benefit sharing, which means a certain percentage of profits will be given back to the government. He also noted that there is no need for the state to rush into holding the auction, saying it would not be too late if the matter was left to the next administration to handle. In the meantime, Permanent Secretary for Energy Kurujit, a representative from the government side, said the opening of the 21st concession bidding round is essential because Thailand relies on imports of every sort of energy, plus the country's natural gas reserves are insufficient and would not last more than 13 years. On top of that, the last concession could not find enough energy sources, putting Thailand at risk of an energy crisis. At the end of the public debate, key persons from both sides had an informal meeting to discuss more about the bidding and the energy reform. Among them were former Prime Minister Abhisit, Deputy Permanent Secretary for Energy Kurujit, and Ms. Rosana Tositakul. Prime Minister's Office Minister Momluong Panadda Disakul revealed that representatives of the two camps had jointly agreed in three aspects. They all wanted an effective and fair energy management with lowest impact on the public living, and also comprehensive and clear-cut energy laws to control the petroleum exploration. Lastly, they wanted a committee to be set up to finalize everything by March 16th, before the last day of submission of the bidding applications. Energy Minister Narongchai Akraserani insisted on going ahead with the 21st round of petroleum concession bidding to ensure the energy security of the country, saying bidders can apply for the auction until March 16th. The minister made his remark at the break of a public debate on the bid opening at the Government House. He said he was satisfied that the debate had created a better understanding between the two camps. However, most participants overemphasized on the energy law amendment rather than the benefits Thai people would get, such as the lower energy prices compared to imported fuel. According to him, the government would need to pay billions of baht if it followed a public suggestion to carry out a petroleum exploration by itself. The afternoon's debate was devoted to public opinions and queries presented to the government. Most of them thanked the government for holding the debate and wanted to have such a public debate in the future. They also called on the government to promote alternative energy in Thailand. The Ministry of Interior and the Royal Thai Army have been cooperating in delivering water to residents in 16 provinces declared disaster zones. Interior Minister General Anupong Paojinda said the Department of Disaster Prevention and Mitigation has been instructed to develop relief measures according to the level of drought crisis in each province. An Interior Ministry survey showed that more than 3,000 villages across Thailand have had water shortage problems since late October last year. Many government units have been searching for new sources of groundwater. Residents are encouraged to prepare clean containers for storing water should the situation exacerbate. Farmers are advised to grow crops that do not require a lot of water. The National Legislative Assembly, or NLA, has approved 3 bills regarding the legalization of surrogacy and protection of children conceived via this particular reproductive technology. NLA members voted 160 to 2 in support of the surrogacy bills. 4 other NLA members abstained. According to the NLA Special Committee's chairman, Wanlop Tangkananurak, the lawmakers amended the wording in 24 sections and added 6 sections to the bills to better clarify legal conditions of pregnancy by proxy. Under the bills, people who are legally allowed to use surrogacy services will be classified into 2 categories, namely Thai couples and a foreigner married to a Thai. The latter category of couples must have had a marriage registration document for at least 3 years. Women who undertake a surrogacy pregnancy must be Thai nationals. They must be over 25 years of age and must have had children before. The bills are intended to secure the legal status of both parents and children born as a result of this method of reproduction. The legislators also expect that legal penalties specified in the bills will prevent the use of reproductive technology for immoral or illegal purposes. The Department of Land Transport, or DLT, has launched the DLT Checkin smartphone application, allowing passengers to rate the quality of taxi services in an attempt to improve the overall service quality. Deputy Minister of Transport Akom Term Pitaya Phaisit presided over the launch of the DLT Checkin application that will help collect feedback on taxi services with an aim to improve the service quality. He said the Ministry of Transport will be utilizing new technological innovations to improve their services. This application will be an evaluation tool for taxi services following the fare hike. The application will be expanded to cover all modes of transportation in the future. The DLT Deputy Director General has said that the DLT Checkin application is available for free on both the iOS and Android operating systems, allowing users to submit their feedback for each taxi by registering the taxi's license number. He has assured that all information will be stored in the DLT's database with an enhanced security protection to ensure that all personal data will be kept secured. The Tourism Authority of Thailand, or TAT, is confident that revenues from the tourism sector will grow to 2.2 trillion baht by the end of 2015 due to the political stability in the country, according to TAT Governor Thawatchai Aranyik. Mr. Thawatchai, however, expressed concern over the weakening euro and urged Thai authorities to closely monitor the situation as it might have an impact on the country's tourism growth this year. Moreover, the TAT has signed memorandums of understanding with 4 tourism-related agencies, namely the Tourism Department, the National Statistical Office, the Bank of Thailand, and Kasikorn Research Center. The MOUs will allow the TAT and the contracting partners to exchange information and discuss marketing trends for use in the drawing up of tourism promotion strategies. The information will help enhance Thailand's competitiveness in the world tourism market. The Seismological Bureau under the Thai Meteorological Department reported a 4.0 magnitude quake Friday afternoon, detected at the agency's station in Phang Nga province. The Seismological Bureau's office is located in Got Yao district of Phang Nga province. The office recorded an earthquake at 1:02 p.m. that registered 4.0 on the Richter scale. The tremor could be felt in several buildings in the nearby province of Phuket. There were no reports of injuries. According to the Bureau of Environment Geology, there have not been any detectable aftershocks so far. An F-16 Fighting Falcon has crashed in Lopburi province, killing one person. According to the Royal Thai Air Force spokesperson, the fighter aircraft, which belongs to the Air Force Base in Nakhon Ratchasima, crashed during a training exercise in Chai Badan district. The pilot, identified as Flight Lieutenant Nopanon Niwasanon, is presumed dead. The Lopburi Office of Disaster Prevention and Mitigation disclosed that the F-16 fighter jet crashed on a hill, which is quite remote from residential areas. Search and rescue teams have been sent out to inspect the crash site. And that's the end of today's edition of Thailand Moves Forward. Before we take a quick break, let's have a look at the exchange rates and commodity prices.
Thailand is promoting 12 core values for the good of the people. The second core value, being honest, sacrificing, showing restraint and determinations in doing good for the majority.
Even if we don't see them, they are amongst us. And they're hungry. Slay your power-sucking monsters. Take their power away. Think when you plug.
NBT World, a 24-hour English language television service operated by the National News Bureau of Thailand, or NNT, is designed to bring the most reliable information about Thailand to the international community. NBT World is available on various platforms, including via C-band set-top boxes, GMMZ Channel 202, PSI Channel 272, and a live stream on thainews.prd.go.th/newsing. You can also follow us on facebook.com/NNT News or download the PRD News EN application on your smartphones. NBT World, a vision of Thailand.
Welcome back. You're watching Newsline. The Thailand Convention and Exhibition Bureau, or TCEB, is pushing hard to make Thailand the hub of ASEAN for meetings, incentives, conventions, and exhibitions, or MICE. TCEB Director Noparat Methawi Kunchai revealed that the organization was cooperating with both the government and the private sector to mobilize the MICE industry promoting Thailand as the regional center for international fairs and exhibitions. At this initial stage, he said TCEP had laid down 3 strategic plans, which include attracting more foreign participants, holding roadshows in Europe, Japan, and South Korea in order to promote Thailand's potential to become a MICE hub, and thirdly, working in collaboration with 20 domestic and international organizations in creating a positive image and boosting foreigners' confidence in the kingdom. Talking about an upcoming event, he said TCEP is scheduled to host a grand celebration for the formation of the ASEAN community. The event, which will be called the ASEAN Festival, will be held under the theme of Countdown to AEC. It will be divided into 4 different zones, including art and culture, lifestyle and recreational activities, entertainment, and tourism and sports. The ASEAN Festival is hoped to create a positive image for the country's MICE sector. On to the global front, Turkish lawmakers brawled in parliament for the second time during a debate over a bill aimed at cracking down on violent demonstrations. A deputy from the opposition Republican People's Party, or CHP, Orhan Düzgün, lost his balance and fell off the stairs, as others jostled and exchanged fists, a video shot by CHP lawmaker Sinan Aygun showed. The legislation, which would bolster the powers of the authorities to control protests, has been widely condemned by the opposition, who accused the Justice and Development Party, or AKP, of Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan of trying to create a police state. The pro-Kurdish People's Democratic Party said the security bill would legitimize state terror. The bill boosts police powers to search people and property and increases penalties for carrying petrol bombs, slingshots, and fireworks, all commonly used in Kurdish protests. Anyone hiding their face with headscarves at militant protests will face up to 5 years in jail. The AKP has a strong parliamentary majority, and Erdogan has signaled there will be no backing down. Hundreds of people were evacuated from one of the world's tallest residential buildings on Saturday when fire swept through the more than 330-meter-tall skyscraper, the Torch, in Dubai. A witness said flames shot out from 2 sides of the building as glass and metal rained down from near the summit of structure, which has 79 floors above ground. Residents of 2 other nearby buildings in the Emirates Marina district, home to thousands of expatriate professionals, were also evacuated, the witness said. Authorities had no immediate word on the cause of the fire. Dubai is one of 7 emirates that make up the United Arab Emirates, or UAE, a Gulf Arab trade and investment hub. And that's all for today's edition of Newsline. If you have any comments or suggestions, please feel free to email us at newsline.nbt@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Facebook or simply visit our website at thainews.prd.go.th/newsing. And for today, we're going to say goodbye with some footage of red pandas at the Cincinnati Zoo in Ohio, taking full advantage of the winter weather as they pounce in the snow. I'm Surapan Lautaranarit. Thank you for joining us and have a wonderful day. สวัสดีครับ